Donald Trump at the United Nations was a sight to see. I did watch his entire speech. And I don't know if it is a case of Jekyll and Hyde, because in the Kamala Harris book, the two instances in which she talks about interacting with Donald Trump, he was weirdly nice to her. He was very concierge-like toward her, which she found very Jekyll and Hyde and very strange, right? Like, but in public, he would call her all sorts of names. So he did that Jekyll and Hyde thing. I watched his speech, and I don't know if you guys watched it and had the same sense that I did. And I'll start with you, Jim. It felt to me like his soul wasn't in it. His heart wasn't in it when he was reading the sort of Stephen Millery parts of the speech, where he's talking about Europe is destroying itself by letting non-white immigrants in. You're going to destroy your countries. When he got animated is the part where he started talking about the fact that he had pitched the UN to redesign their buildings and that they could have had terrazzo floors, when he was sort of ad-libbing about the things he cares about. That's when his heart seemed to be in it. What do you make of him as somebody who covered the White House and covered him? Is he mouthing Stephen Miller's beliefs when it comes to this immigration stuff, or is he just low-key racist and he's into it, or some combination of both?
I mean, I think it's a combination of both, but I think right now in this moment, he is basically the puppet and Stephen Miller is the puppeteer. Stephen Miller is the de facto White House chief of staff right now. He is pulling the strings. He is putting the words in Donald Trump's mouth. And I think that it's pretty obvious. And when I talk to people here in Washington about what's going on inside this White House, what they will say is that they have never seen somebody as powerful as Stephen Miller without the title. And I think that should worry every American. When you listen to what Stephen Miller was saying at that event, that Charlie Kirk Memorial event the other day, how was that a Christian, memorial service when Stephen Miller was up there saying the kind of stuff that he was saying, that we have an army now, you are nothing, we're coming after you. That was some really dark, disturbing stuff. And when you hear Donald Trump read this stuff at the UN, it's basically out of the same friggin', Chat GPT, Stephen Miller, speech making robot. And, to me, what's worrisome about where we are right now is that Trump is in his second term. Who knows? Maybe he'll try to go for a third. Who knows? He feels like he can go for broke. He's diminished physically. He seems diminished mentally. And I think that is a moment where, the really bad faith people who are behind the scenes can put words in his mouth and some pretty malevolent actions in what he does. And it concerns me greatly.
Yeah, and Don, it concerns me too, because I can never tell how much of it is him. I know when it's him because he gets excited about, I need to get a Nobel Prize, and whining about how he never got any credit for ending multiple wars that he didn't end. You can see when it's his thing. But this other stuff is super dark. I mean, there are people who are comparing what Stephen Miller said at that memorial to stuff like very 1930s kind of language. You are nothing, you build nothing, you have nothing. It's very familiar. And, even if he's not intentionally doing it, it is sort of quoting 1930s German, kind of rhetoric. And Donald Trump is going along with it either because he feels he has to, or because he's getting enriched on the side. It's hard to tell why, but either way, he's still got the troops in our streets.
Well, look, I would think at some point you'd have to, the onus is on Donald Trump to own it, because as we all know, Jim, I know that that Stephen Miller has been a Donald Trump, diehard sycophant defender since 2016 when he would come on CNN. And we would have to I'd have to say, Stephen, please let someone else talk, calm down. And with the same sort of rhetoric that he's giving now. So he's been doing it for almost 10 years, if not 10 years, if not 2015, when Donald Trump came down that escalator. So, I think at some point, this is who Donald Trump is. Because if you're a grown man, you're in your 70s, you're damn nigh 80 years old, most people that age don't let other people speak for them. They kind of have an idea about life that's usually, pretty solid and pretty concrete. So this must be at some level what Donald Trump believes. And if he doesn't believe it, it is okay with him to side and allow those people to influence him because he wants it politically. He wants the power. And it is okay. It doesn't matter how he harms people, how it harms the country, how it is ruinous for democracy and for America. and for our Constitution and for, the government, for all of it. And so at some point you have to say, even if he's being influenced by Stephen Miller, Donald Trump is a grown-ass man and he has to take responsibility. He is the president and the buck stops with him. Joy, did you see the vice president quote tweeted us? Did you see that?
Wait, did she quote tweet us? Wait, what quote? What quote?
No. The vice president, JD Vance.
Oh,
you didn't.
Listen, that might be my moment of joy. He retweeted with the bald-headed, chubby version of himself.
The meme of him, yes.
What is happening? Why did he think that was a good response?
Because you said he was an Appalachian DEI.
He was. He was.
Recruit for Harvard.
He was. Harvard was like, ooh, white guy from Appalachia. Let's take him. Not from Choate or a high-level high school. Duh.
It was hilarious. Here it is. It was hilarious. This is me and Joy. Let me see if
my God, y'all look at that. This is your moment of joy, guys. There it is. There he is. He tweeted his own meme, the bald-headed, chubby version of himself. I'm putting that on my social. I'm actually, that's a badge of honor. I can't stand JD Vance. Let's just be clear. There's nothing he could do. He could literally rescue my cat out of a burning building and I would still hate JD Vance. What he said about Kamala Harris, you never get forgiven. She was real cool about it when I asked her about it. She was mad cool. She's a better person than me, better Christian than me. Because I will never forgive JD Vance for that, ever. And your word DEI and your word affirmative action. Live with it, JD. Live with it. And that's what he really looks like, too. The bald-headed fat version, that's the only version. Now he has affirmed that is the real him inside.
You know what we used to say back in the day? I'm not going to say that. It's bad. I'm not going to say it. Bald-headed, bow-legged stepchild. Do you remember that?
We listen. And we love the stepchildren. The stepchildren, we love them. But
I love
the bald-headed,
bow-legged. I love
people.
the bow legs, but not.
We
on
love
that
a bow-legged. Look, that's who he is. I love you, Don. I'll see you
at
CBC.
All right. Yes, see you. All right.
Okay.
Holla. Hit me up. Bye, Joy Reid. Bye, Joy. Joy, what do you call you got to call your what do you call the Joy?
Readers.
The
they're the readers.
The
readers. Yes. Say bye. And the Team TJRS folks. The team, they're in the chat loving you. They're loving it. They're loving Don Lemon and the Lemon Heads. What up, Lemon Heads? We are family. So they are the readers and Team TJRS.
Bye, readers. You're in good hands.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.